podcast with Karina Kaboom.
What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
You're kidding, right?
Have information that you have gotten in trouble with YouTube. You have had many squirrel videos deleted where you were doing squirrely things.
It's cozy.
Hello everyone. In today's video, we are talking about my favorite YouTuber, Amberlynn Reid, Amber Reid. So Amber has gotten herself into quite some trouble with YouTube. So this is a follow-up video from the last video I made because things have gone from Amber's in a little bit of trouble to Amber is more than likely in quite a bit of trouble, worse than before. In my opinion, I think she's got 2 strikes. Obviously, strikes do expire. They're not permanent, you know what I mean? But she's in a lot of trouble. Gonna get into that. Also, an update from Destiny, her ex-girlfriend, and that update isn't so wonderful either. I don't think Destiny can live stream anymore. So we're gonna get into that. But before we do, this holiday season, why should Amberlynn Reid be the only one with a blankie? I mean, I don't know if her mom bought her a new blankie, but why should we wait until December to find out if my favorite YouTuber, Hans Christian Amberlynn Reid, has a new blankie when you can purchase your very own blankie this holiday season? Now you can, in my game show host voice. Some people missed the voice, like 3 people. Anyways, from last year. So this is my affiliate link to get a nice blankie this holiday season. Okay, it is my affiliate link. See it pop up, like the product will pop up in the video. All right, so don't let Amberlynn Reid be the only one, okay, to have a Kermit and the only one to have a nice holiday blankie. Once your blankie ships, let me know so I could be excited for you. All right, in case you couldn't tell from this ridiculous intro, everything I'm saying just for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take anything I say seriously because I'm sharing opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information first made public by public figures. Please don't go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Entertainment blankets only. Sorry, entertainment purposes only. Okay, so since I made my last video, it looks to me, in my opinion, that Amber has been demonetized. Why am I saying this? So Amber's join button is gone for memberships. When you are demonetized, you are not allowed to make money off of YouTube memberships. So the join button is gone. All her members only live stream. YouTube punishes you when you are demonetized. Demonetization means you cannot make money off of your channel. Since you cannot make money off of your channel, you are not allowed to have members pay, and people will just get like an email probably that it's paused or something, and she's no longer going to be making any money. On top of YouTube removing her join button because she's no longer allowed to profit off of memberships, this is the amount of views that YouTube has deleted off of her channel since we last spoke. Millions of views. They have removed so many videos and restricted others and removed so many videos off of her channel. So while this was happening since we last spoke, I for sure thought, okay, so she has like a few strikes now, because when YouTube keeps removing videos from your channel, it's usually like this. It's 3 strikes, you're out. So I thought, all right, so she has 1 strike. She can't post on YouTube when you have a strike, or you can't write anything anywhere pretty much. Then she had another strike. That's what I was thinking. But I couldn't understand why her channel was still up, because they had removed so many videos, in my opinion, from her channel. She would have had to have lost her channel. But there's 2 options. You don't always have to lose your channel. Sometimes what happened to Amber happens, which is YouTube takes a look at all the videos that have been, flagged and reported. They take a look at it. Make no mistake about it. They look at your channel. They're like, okay, is this okay for us to monetize? And so they probably took a look at her channel and decided that she's not monetized anymore. Okay, well, Amber, if only you had listened to reaction channels and your audience when we told you for years that your content is against the TOS. The really amazing thing about Amber no longer being able to make money off of her channel, as far as right now, keep in mind that she can reapply to the YouTube partner program, I believe like in 90 days or something. Like, she can reapply. I personally do not think that she's going to get pre-monetized because she refuses to change the videos on her channel. But the really amazing part about this, but I could be wrong, maybe she'll get her monetization back, who knows. The amazing part about this whole thing is when she was losing videos, when YouTube was deleting her videos forcibly, they were taking down her videos and they were punishing her by obviously giving her strikes on her channel so she couldn't post. She never went to her social media. She never went to her Snapchat. She never went to her Instagram, and she never went to her TikTok and told people what was going on. And people were worried about her and commenting, "Where are you? Where are you?" It is my personal opinion, and I'm 100 on this. You could let me know in the comments down below what you think. I believe she never told people that she was in trouble with YouTube and losing her videos and punished by YouTube when people were wondering where she was at, and a lot of people were worried about her health, wondering where she was at. The reason that she didn't say anything is because she wanted to monetize her comeback. Interesting. She didn't want to post something on Instagram, on TikTok, or on Snapchat where she was telling us what was going on, even though people were worried about her and questioning where she was at, because she wanted to be the first person to come back on YouTube and monetize that. Because if she had posted it on social media and not on YouTube, she was obviously very upset, in my opinion, that reaction channels would be able to monetize it. You understand? She wanted to come and make the money on her comeback first. Well, guess what? Now that she can't make money on her YouTube channel, you know what she did? Now that she's been demonetized, she ran to Snapchat and she ran to her Instagram and is asking people to, buy cameos from her. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm back on Cameo just in time for the holidays." She's charging $100. Really? Now here's the thing. Cameo does take a certain portion of, the profit, and the rest goes to the creator. But the idea is, what I find amazing and right on brand for Amberlynn Reid is that she did not want to come to her audience on social media and say, "Hey, I'm having this hardship. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. My health is all right. And I've just, having some issues technically with YouTube, and, I'm getting in trouble with YouTube, but I'm okay. Don't worry about me." Instead of doing that, she ignored her audience, and now that she can no longer make money off of YouTube, she's running to the social media now and saying, "Please buy my cameos."
Thanks for nothing.
Just in time for the holidays. Why don't you tell people what really happened? You ignored your audience's advice. You ignored reaction channels, and you got yourself demonetized. By the way, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, what did it? It was the videos that she's made for years about her favorite topic. Remember, she was going to do Vlogmas on this topic as well. You know what she does every January, because she gets all the subscribers to believe that she's on a different, life journey, whatever. And she's only McCormick got a journey. Okay. So basically, it's her typical videos. The majority of the content that she usually makes, it's about her typical topic. You know what it is. And it's not her girlfriend. So that's what got her into trouble, because YouTube changed their terms of service a long time ago. And one of the most important things that you need to understand is you cannot keep up old videos that go against the TOS. If when you made this video, it was totally within the TOS, terms of service, and then YouTube changed the terms of service, you got to delete those videos, because they will punish you for anything you did in the past that no longer is in tune with their new rules. And you know what other amazing thing this woman did, which I found fabulous? So Amberlynn Reid saw that she was losing her videos. She saw that YouTube kept emailing her saying, "We took your video down. We restricted this. We took your video down. We did this." And she never went and took down all of her offending videos. Any regular person that is making money off of YouTube and they see that YouTube is saying, "Hey, we don't like this type of content, we're taking it down," would go and delete all the content on that topic. And Amber didn't do that. And you know why? Because pride goeth before a very long fall, girls. Okay? Pride is the one thing you can't beat. She believes she's right. To this day, she thinks she's right. Amber, I don't know what you're going to do now, girl. You got to sell a lot of those cameos for $100. Amber, seriously, do you really truly believe that people are going to pay $100 to have you mispronounce their name? Serious question. Because if you ever seen any of the cameos she did, they, in my opinion, the way that she's behaved on that platform is super unprofessional. She doesn't know the people's names that are paying. She seems like she just rolled out of bed, and they're just unprofessional. So do you think she's moving into mommy's kitchen like I always said? What's next for Amber? Honestly, I can only say that I don't care. I don't wish ill will onto anybody. We're going to talk about that. This is something that, nobody wished on her. She did this to herself. Amber, you can't break your boss's rules and think you're going to get away with it. The worst part about this whole thing is that she very clearly did not come to her audience and, talk to them. Like the relationship that we have with our audience is the most important one we have on YouTube, okay? And she didn't talk to her audience. She didn't speak to her audience. She didn't say, hey, I'm here. I'm sorry. I promised I'd go live every day, but I got into trouble. None of that. And she's running on social media demanding that you pay her somewhere else. So on brand for you, Pookie. These are some comments from her community tab that she enabled. You have to enable that part of the viewer post community page part because you have to enable it. Okay, she's doing this on purpose. Someone says, where are you, Amber? Hope all is well. Where is she at? Someone says. Then somebody else says, concerned about you. Could you post letting us know you are okay? No, she can't. She can't do anything except demand you pay her $100 on Cameo so she can mispronounce your name. And then we have this post. Would you kindly let us know what really happened to your soul cat? They mean Rarity. You gave your community 4 different stories. Maybe the curse will end with a confession. Don't worry, she'll never tell you the truth. She did say one thing that I find troubling. Didn't even know for 24 hours that the cat was missing. Was so concerned about an internet stranger whose house she was staying in. Okay, what I really want to say about this whole topic is that if Amber doesn't regain her ability to make money on YouTube, she has literally lost the best thing that's ever happened to her channel being successful, because she always quit her jobs or got fired before. She would wait in the bathroom and hide and not want to go to work and all that other stuff. She was able to work from home and she was able to make very good money that, quite frankly, I don't really feel that she did the work in order to deserve the paycheck, but she got it anyways. She had a whole bunch of people that supported her and still probably do, despite, people not caring for her content. She had a lot of supporters, and it is so amazing to me that she did not really feel grateful for it, because when you are grateful for your boss giving you a paycheck every month, you follow your boss's rules. It really does matter what kind of energy you put out and what you're putting out there. I've said this before. So she went on the internet and lied and said that she had a 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. job and she was working from home from her 2 to 9 p.m. job. But you know that that was a lie, right? Here's the thing. When you put out certain types of energy and when you say things, they carry your energy, and you make things happen by believing and by saying certain things. Amber, when you go around saying that you have a 2 to 9 p.m. other job other than YouTube, you're putting out there in the universe that, well, you have this other job, you don't really need YouTube, but that was a lie. You see how you lost YouTube? You're in the process of losing YouTube because you pretended you had this other job. You know what this reminds me of? Remember when she used to write on the internet that her and Tommy broke up tons of times? And I was like, why are you putting that in writing if it hasn't happened? And then it actually did happen. Let me put it to you this way. The energy that you put out comes back to you, Pookie Reid. So this is editing me. While I was editing this video, Amber came live because her first strike must have expired. Like I said, strikes do expire. So she comes on live for 10 minutes and does nothing but, in my personal opinion, disingenuously plugs her Cameo. She is promoting her Cameo over and over and over and over again, okay? And says that she's going to figure out the stuff that's going on with YouTube. She's doing really well. She is super, super smug. I don't understand why you are so smug in this 10-minute live stream. The only reason she finally came on and addressed her supporters, the people that genuinely care for her, and of course, the bill payers, the people that actually watch her videos, is because she wants people to go over to Cameo and pay her over there. I don't think so, Pookie Lynn. Okay, so basically, she never addresses that she's been demonetized. Her entire chat is like they're writing in the chat, you've been demonetized, and she continues to ignore this, okay? And just says, oh, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with YouTube. She mentions it once. She says she's doing really, really well. She claims she's still doing Vlogmas. Yeah, okay. She's not gonna come on here every single day and work for free, okay? She couldn't even work for money before, so she just came on here to get people to go to a totally different platform. By the way, in case anyone is interested, you can't do that. It's part of the TOS. You're not supposed to ask people to leave this platform, so you all know. So what she did over there is against the TOS again. So as soon as her money was taken away from YouTube, she immediately ran on social media and YouTube to tell everyone to go join on another platform so she could make money. Don't you just address that you've been demonetized because you have continuously disregarded your boss's rules, the terms of service? That was her entire 10-minute live stream, and she said she's going to do more live streams. I guarantee that these live streams that she's not going to get paid for are just asking for people to join her on another website. Like I said, it's against the TOS to ask people to leave this website. So this is ridiculous, Amber. So that's how much Amber cares about her audience, just trying to make a buck on another site. By the way, do you know what my ultimate favorite YouTuber said in this live stream that was my favorite? Because Amberlynn Reid is my favorite YouTuber. She's just a fabulous, fabulous, great YouTuber. You know what she said? She said the reason that she's been gone is because she needed a break for a week. Do you remember when I was talking about how her videos started being taken down? And I had said in my previous video that I'm sure she's going to say that she needed a break. Amber, the reason that you don't have a good relationship with your audience is because you continuously mislead and lie. Right now, if you're watching her and you support her and you just genuinely think she's needed a break, I have news for you. She's been demonetized. She has been fired from her job pretty much. Not the 2 to 9 p.m. one. No, not that one. Not the fake one. The one that she actually had here. So Amber, you saying that you needed a break, while it technically could be true, that's not why you weren't posting. You have been punished by YouTube. You had a strike, conveniently only coming back after the strike was lifted 7 days later. Each strike is for a week. So basically, Amber, why do you continue to mislead people and say, hey, I just needed a break, that's why I was gone, instead of saying the truth? Well, I was gone because YouTube wouldn't let me post. The thing is, I understand that she is scared because no matter how many times she lies and says that she has all this money saved, well, remember, how is she gonna pay her taxes, girls? All the things that I've been saying are coming true. What a big surprise yet again. Remember I was saying if she loses her job here, what's going to happen? How will she pay her taxes? That's why she's panicking, really, in my opinion, because either she's paying taxes or she's paying rent. She's not paying both. Girls. Also says that she just doesn't have memberships right now. So yes, technically true manipulation of language by Amberlynn Reid. You don't have memberships right now, but why don't you tell people who are paying $10 a month or $5 a month why you don't have memberships? Imagine people have paid and pretty much financed your whole life and they're paying every month, and you come on and you're like, yeah, I don't have memberships right now. Why don't you come on and say, I was, YouTube punished me and took away my memberships? Why didn't you say that, Amber? Why are you always manipulating the truth? While it is technically true she doesn't have memberships, why doesn't she say and address her audience, the people that pay for her life? Because she doesn't care about you. That's my opinion. She doesn't care about her audience. Like typical word manipulation, language manipulation from Pookie Lynn. Obvious to me that she's only doing cameos, obviously for the money, but it's so amazing how she abandoned cameos. People asked her, she claimed in the past, if you watched her videos, people asked her, oh, can you do cameos? Supposedly they asked her, and she refused because she doesn't want to do any work when this is the only work that you have. Also, I think we need to talk about the very, very obvious here. So Amber will never be able to supplement her income. Don't believe me, but Amber earns at least $100,000 on YouTube, and she earns even more than that, okay? So even if she charges $100 per cameo, she said in the live stream that she supposedly gets half. Like she keeps mentioning the taxes, like all the taxes. So what I love about our Pookie Lynn Reid, my favorite YouTuber, is she not only did this to herself, but To this day, imagine YouTube has told you, we're done with your channel, it's not okay, like, we're not going to monetize this. And she still, to this day, as I'm recording this video, she still has not deleted all of her offending content. Still. You know what's amazing? I used to say for years, and other reaction channels used to say for years, listen, do you understand? You can't post this. What's weird to me is that if somebody had given me advice, and let's say I didn't care for the person, or I thought the person was wrong, the first thing I would do, and I've done this all the time, I would Google if what they're saying is true. Because sometimes somebody that you may not care for is giving you good advice, right? First thing she should have done is Googled if what people were saying was true. No, she believes she's right. To this moment, imagine being in a situation where the biggest source of your income, the only source of your income, is taken away, and you still are like, you know what? No, I'm not going to delete any videos. Because like I said earlier, I was watching to see if she would take them down when YouTube was taking down her videos. But then I'm like, okay, let's see. But now that she's got the answer from YouTube that they don't want to monetize her content, she still will not delete offending content. That's amazing. That right there is Amberlynn Reid, my favorite YouTuber. Wanted to talk about a topic that I basically saw being discussed in Apathetic Facts' video. Apathetic Facts, which I will link the video I'm talking about down below. Basically, they had mentioned that some of the community were worried what would happen to Amber's pets if Amber was demonetized. So the first thing I want to say is, I don't wish anybody ill will. This is not about me wanting Amber to lose her job, because like I don't want her to lose her job, because like obviously like how will she support herself? I have disdain for all of her actions, and I do not care for her actions. I think she is wrong about the majority of the things that she has done, but I do not wish ill will onto anyone. I wish the best for everybody, and this is definitely not about me wanting her to be demonetized, because I don't care. First of all, I don't care. I don't want to be involved, and I do not wish for anyone to lose their job. This is not about that. This is just, I just wanted to answer this statement. What will happen to Amber's pets? They will finally be well taken care of. What will happen to Amber's pets if she ever loses her job is something that should have happened a long time ago. And it is outrageous to me that not a single family member from Amberlynn Reid's family, not a single friend, not anyone around her has discouraged her from getting new pets, including you, Christine, mommy. Why did you like not discourage her, I mean, from getting a new pet? Like, you got a new kitten, Amby got a new kitten. Amby can't take care of herself, Amberlynn Reid's mommy. Why did you not say, Amber, you cannot get this cat since you have such a bad history with owning pets? So Amber is a poor pet owner. She mistreats them. Rarity ran away multiple times for a final time recently, and Gracie ran away on Amber's watch. I know they blamed the roommate, but I don't believe that at all. I think it's Amber. I think that Amber, and this is my opinion, not a fact. I'm 100 on it. I believe what I'm saying is true, but it's just an opinion, not a fact. I believe that Amber will do what she needs to do to get whatever pet she wants. She only likes kittens. She doesn't like cats, okay? And she will do what she needs to do in order to have the pets that she wants. So basically, the pets are not being taken care of. Basically, Twinkie is barely being taken out, in my opinion. There's evidence to that with her exes talking about it. And I feel that Amber has already demonstrated to us that she is a poor pet owner, because she took elderly pets across the country for an internet stranger, and that ended with Rarity being permanently gone. My point here is this. What will happen if Amber loses her job, which I am not hoping for. I'm not saying that she should or anything like that. But if she ever loses her job, look, this isn't really about YouTube. If Amber was employed somewhere else, she'd get fired there too, please. We all know how you used to hide in the bathroom from your job, and you documented it, and it's still on YouTube. So my point is, what will happen to her pets? The thing that should have happened originally, they need to be rehomed to homes that are loving and full of people that will not mistreat them and will take the dog out, take Twinkie out to go to the bathroom, and also just treat the animals well. Amber is not capable of taking care of animals, and she has demonstrated to all of us repeatedly that she cannot take care of animals. So they need to be rehomed. If she loses her job, like, how will she pay the bills? Probably live in mommy's kitchen finally. My point here is this. I think that the animals need to be rehomed. They needed to be rehomed a long time ago to people who can take care of them. You didn't know that Rarity was gone for over 24 hours. You already said it. You already said it on YouTube. You try to backtrack, but it's too late. If you don't know that your cat is missing for 24 hours and you are literally, as Hans Christian Pookie Lynn Reid would say, are sitting in... The other thing I wanted to talk about is this comment that I got on one of my recent videos. It got 112 likes. Obviously, this question doesn't take into account what's going on with Amber now, because clearly the situation has changed with Amber. But I'm just getting to this question, but I still thought it was important to answer this, because in order to answer this, it's important to understand two things: what Amber has going on behind the scenes, in my opinion, and how YouTube works. So the person says, I don't get how Amberlynn survives on the few super chats and members that she still gets for her live streams. Like, she hasn't uploaded one of her vlogs in ages, and now she barely even does live streams anymore. Plus, she barely gets views in any of her content. She has to have some, side business to keep herself afloat. So the first thing is, I would like to address the side business. So here's the thing. This is not a fact. It is my opinion. I'm 100 on this. My opinion, again, not a fact, want to make it real clear, is that Amber definitely has something behind the scenes going on in which she earns an income. I think it has to do with some type of photographs or some type of media, and that's all I'll say. And I think a lot of you already know what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, there is no way that this woman has saved millions and millions and millions and thousands and thousands and thousands like she claims. She takes off so much time that I believe she has something going on behind the scenes. And I think if we really think about it, we can understand what it could be. Possibly just a theory, similar to what she's getting in trouble for now on YouTube, okay? Other than that, so let's talk about how she gets paid without posting vlogs. Right now, Amber can't post, but in general, she has taken months off of her members' lives and still gotten paid. So how does this work? Okay, so people pay for Amber's memberships. I get it. I don't know why either at this point, but hey, it's their own decision. Fine. The way it works is every single month, Amber is getting between, I'm gonna be as fair as possible here, between $2,000 to $3,000 at the very least a month for doing absolutely nothing and only for having people pay a monthly fee to be her members. So whether she posts vlogs, whether she posts live streams, or she does not, she will be paid at least $2,000 to $3,000, $2,000 to $3,000 a month, just because those people are paying. Yes, YouTube takes their cut. Like she always likes to say, YouTube takes their cut and taxes. Yes, newsflash, Pookie Lynn Reid, we all have to pay taxes. I pay taxes like everybody else. We all have to do this. Like, it's amazing to me, like, whenever she talks about it, she's like, well, YouTube takes their cut. Yeah, because you're using their platform. And taxes, like, she says it in a way where it's as if, like, she's trying to tell you that she's the only one that's going through this. Everybody that is employed on YouTube has to give a portion of it to YouTube and has to give a portion of it for taxes. So it's not just you, Pookie Lynn Reid. So basically, she will get paid. What I'm trying to tell you is she will get paid because her members pay a monthly fee, whether she does anything else. So whether she does live streams or she doesn't. Remember, like recently she left for a month. She didn't do live streams for a month. She still got paid. It's because she's getting a few thousand a month. It's because people are paying the monthly fee. Okay. As far as her live streams, I will agree that a typical live stream isn't getting as many views as her drama live streams. Yes. But the issue is that she is 150% making very decent money on the live streams, okay, that she's making. If she is getting 40,000 views, 50,000 views, that is a very decent amount of money per live stream, plus any super chats she gets. Okay? Yes, everything is taxed. Everything, a portion of it goes to YouTube. But I am now thinking of the actual money that she's making after the taxes and after YouTube takes its cut, because I go through the same exact thing. And I am telling you that the money is very decent for her. So she's earning money on the live streams and the super chats. And that is how Amber Reid makes a lot of money. I also want you to remember something. Before she took down those outrageous live streams where she talked about being in a relationship with Tommy the whole time, where she discusses her aunt, where she did all those crash outs, she made all the money on that and then she privated the content. She already got paid for it. So the way that YouTube works is if you have that video be up for a few days and you private it after a few days, you've already gotten paid. It takes about, I would say, 1 to 3, sometimes 1 to 4 days usually to get paid on a video. And the video usually has a shelf life, I would say, live stream a video, an average video of 2 days. So you're getting your first paycheck, how much the video made like originally, and then how much more the video made. So that takes between 1 to 4 days, okay? And after that, if you private the video, it doesn't matter anymore because you've made the money. The way that it works on YouTube is like this. Once the money is made, it's made. You can, dance with a Kermit for that video. But the point is that the money is made. So never forget that all those crash out videos that she deleted, she pocketed the money. And again, not really deleted, privated. When you private a video, it's very disingenuous if she did get asked to delete it, because privating a video is just you click a button that says private. At any moment, you could put it back on. So I hope that answers your question. More point, as far as the super chats, Amber has earned $39,462 in super chats. Now, yes, YouTube has to take their cut, and yes, there's taxes for Pookie like everyone else. But just think about it. A rough estimate is, let's just say for the sake of argument, she made $30,000 in super chats. $30,000 of people trying to insult her. So you have to understand, it may not seem like a lot as you're watching it, but things on YouTube add up, which is the reason why people make videos over and over and over again. A person may not have a lot of views according to people's opinions, but if they have, for example, I don't know, what's people's opinions of small amount of views, 20,000 views, 10,000 views, but if you keep getting that all the time, it adds up. I want to move on to Destiny. So last time we talked about Destiny, she was doing this live stream. She was answering questions about Amber, and then what happened is she was flagged and she couldn't live stream with people talking in the live stream. The talking was disabled, right? The live chat was disabled. And so Destiny rescheduled it, and then she couldn't go live again for this Monday. She didn't show up this Monday because she wrote this: "Hey guys, I am sorry about the live being canceled last minute. Customer service rep I spoke with on Thursday told me I was approved and reactivated for live chat. It just may take up to 48 hours. I received the email I posted a screenshot of at 12:05 today. I didn't see it until I attempted to go live and my chat was still disabled. I'm attempted to appeal the situation, but at that moment I had no luck. I will film an update video and or retro react to upload this week. Have a great night." And people just didn't believe Destiny, or also said, why can't you just try to live stream and see if the chat is not disabled? And Destiny said, I did last night. It is still disabled. So this is what I have to tell you. This is not going to be the best possible news from what I know about YouTube. I mean, obviously this may change in the future, but Destiny pretty much has to get a whole new channel if she wants to have the chat be enabled. It sounds like she's permanently flagged and not being able to live stream. I have only this to say, okay? Whatever happened to having fun? Everyone is in trouble now. We're not having fun now. Amber's in trouble. Destiny's in trouble. I mean, is this the fun that we were talking about? In this community, people love girls and they love talking about girl world. If all the girls are in trouble and can't post anymore, then how can we talk about girl world? You understand what I'm saying? I'm all for, listen, people should follow rules. Amber needs to follow the rules and she refuses. But I'm just saying, where's the fun? If everyone is in trouble, how can we have fun? You know what I mean? So it is unfortunate. Maybe Destiny will get her live streaming privileges with the chat being enabled back, but I think Destiny needs to go ahead and make videos about Amber and her experiences with Amber without the live streaming chat if it's been disabled, because I think it's ridiculous to go and make a whole new channel because she has 20,000 people. It's going to take time to get 20,000 people again, but it seems like her chat is disabled, and how can she have a live stream if the chat is disabled? You understand what I'm saying? That's about it for today's video. Thank you all so very much for watching today. I appreciate your time. Check out this video that's popping up here on a similar topic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hi. I have information that you have gotten in trouble with YouTube. You have had many squirrel videos deleted where you were doing squirrely things. Do not run away from the truth. You know Amberlynn Reid? You her friend? Hey, do not just come up to me very, very close. Hey, are you going to defend her or something? Are you trying to square up? Do you have an aunt? Hi. Do you know Amber? Do you know Foodie Beauty? Are you moving in with Foodie Beauty, sir? Sir, please give us an interview for YouTube. Do not run away from the truth.